remaining value. So looking at this proportion of x over 12 is equal to 4 over 6, I want to find the missing value for x. So I will cross multiply the values that are there. 12 times 4, and that equals 48. And then I'm going to divide by my remaining value of 6. And 48 divided by 6 is 8, so my missing value is 8. Let's try it again for number 3. And we are going to cross multiply 20 times 12, which is 240. And then we're going to divide by that remaining value of 16. And 240 divided by 16 is 15. So our missing value is 15. Let's go ahead and do this problem for class tomorrow. And now we're going to try some word problems. Whenever we do word problems, we need to know what the comparison is. So looking at number 2, Marcus took a total of 18 quizzes over the course of 3 weeks. How many weeks of school will Marcus have to attend this quarter before he will have taken a total of 48 quizzes? Well, our first clue is in our first statement, which is telling us what our comparison is. Marcus took 18 quizzes over the course of 3 weeks. So we look at those labels and we know our comparison is going to be quizzes to weeks. So every ratio we set up must be set up with the quizzes in the numerator and the weeks in the denominator. So looking at our first sentence, we have 18 quizzes for 3 weeks. Now we need to set up a proportion for our missing amount. So looking at the last part of our word problem, we are trying to find how many weeks. So weeks is what's missing, and that is our denominator, so we'll just give it a variable. And we have already taken 48 quizzes. So let's put that in our numerator, 48 quizzes. And now we can use cross multiplying. 48 times 3, and we're going to 48 times 3, which is 144, and we're going to divide that by a remaining value of 18, which will give us 8. And it's a word problem, so do not forget the label. 8 weeks to finish 48 quizzes. Okay, so we will try one more, number 4, and we are going to find an event that cost $18 if it has 9 attendees. How many attendees can there be at most if the budget for the team building event is $20? So we're looking for how many attendees. So we look at our first statement to find our comparison. We're comparing dollars to attendees. So we have $18 for 9 attendees, and in our next statement we're looking for how many attendees, and that's our denominator, so we'll have to give that a variable, and our numerator is $20. So when we cross multiply, 20 times 9 is 180, and then divide by 18, we get 10. And again, it's a word problem, so we need to make sure we put our labels. Attendees. So go ahead and try number 6 on your own and bring it to class tomorrow, and we'll go over the 4 problems that you have left to do, and then we will practice in class. Have a good evening.